you always talk about clearing your mind and going back to don't know. And sometimes when I meditate, I always seem to, when I clear my mind, or at least I think I clear my mind, and I think I don't know, I focus on my breathing, I have a same image or some maybe like that keeps playing, like a loop or something.
Yeah.
Is that okay, or is that not okay, or what is that?
Well, whether or not it's okay, it is what it is. So I would say welcome to the human race, because we all have the loops, right? So I'm older than you, so back in my day, I used to teach that was like a cassette tape where you kept playing rewind, right? So I don't know what you would be calling it now in the digital world, but it's something like rewind. So I think I've always thought, I've sat a lot of long retreats, and you really get to see this like little like gremlin mind we all have, and it's not really you. It's just habit by cause and effect. Our consciousness is really high class, so anything that goes on gets reflected back. It's all in there. So you'd be sitting there, and I love to tell the story about this 100-day solo retreat that I did, and the very first day, I spent the entire day planning my next retreat. The entire day, thinking about what I was going to do next time. And it's that mind. But during those times, you don't need a 100-day retreat. You can experience it in a half an hour. But sometimes you really get a bigger taste if you sit for a couple of days. And the darndest things will come up, like the person who pisses you off the most of all. The one you loathe. The one who gets under your skin. The one who said bad things about you. The one who did this or that, right? We all have this person. And the storyline will go. And let's say that bad person said, oh, what's your name?
Eric.
Eric? Okay, this bad person said, Eric, you know what? You suck. And they tell everybody, that guy Eric, he's awful. And so what do? So you sit there, right? And it's just like you say, it's a loop. And we sit there and we think we're being clear. We think we're doing our clear mind, don't know, or counting to 10 or doing our mantra, but you're like 1, 2, and then the loop comes. And then you're gone for a little bit. It's like a cow with a ring in its nose. You're just gone. And then you sit there and you do the little story, you rewind the incident in your mind, and then when you get to, and it makes your heart rate go up, and it makes you mad, and all bad things are going on in your body, like, bad chemicals and whatever. And then you get to the end of the story, and then what do? We press rewind. And we do it again. It's unbelievable. And this could go on for days. And we have these little moments where we're relieved from it. We have that one clear moment because we went outside and the cold wind hit our face, and suddenly we woke up for a second. And then we get in our car and that guy said Eric sucks, and we do it again. So what happens is in these scenarios, we see them, they come and they go. Then there's the happy one. There's the happy person. The one who said, Eric, you know what? You're you deserve the Nobel Prize. You're the best human being in the world. You're going to win the prize. There's those scenarios too, and we replay those too. Over and over. And then after we see these loops going over and over and over, we begin to understand, not even understand, we begin to taste that there's no one in it. It's not I, it's just the loops. And we can actually develop a sense of humor and some space from it. And be like, oh, there you are again. Unbelievable. And we're not taking it so personally. So then when that gremlin mind comes and it's Eric, you suck, you could actually smile and be like, clear mind. Oh, no. But there's none of that residual bad feeling. There's none of that heart rate. There's none of that I hate you. all that kind of thing that we make. So all things are created by the mind alone. If you don't make mind, clear mind, don't know. Very interesting. Thich Nhat Hanh, he could have been like, those soldiers, da, 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 but calming, smiling, present moment, only moment. And how can I help? It wasn't just, how can I escape, or how can I find my own peace? How do I then use that and help other people? So it's incredibly liberating, and we all have to go through the loops. It's not like anybody gets a ticket to not have the loop over and over again. It's not like if those of us with these long robes on who've been practicing for 30 years, it's not like we don't get the loops too. It doesn't go away. But at least we have, maybe a little faster we can disconnect from it. Maybe. Sometimes not. But at least we get that chance, and that's the power of the practice, is to, have that, not taking that personally because there's no I in it, perceiving there's no I in it. Okay? So you never want to say about your practice, is that okay or is it not okay? Because it is there. It is what it is. Should I be experiencing this boredom? Should my knee be killing me? Should I be, whatever it is that's happening? Oh, but in the book, so-and-so Lama on the high peak didn't say anything about this. My meditation must be bad. It is what it is. So our whole thing is, how do we then relate to it? How can we come back to our clarity, come back to the truth of what is, and start again? Just like Nancy said, we haven't had this breath before. So you come back, it's like this freshness. Okay?